Got a whole lot of this stuff to do now. With many of the brush strokes, I'm going to allow spaces between them, even out in the open, you know, like here. Just to keep some sort of movement going on. Or a sense of movement, maybe I should say. Slowly. Slowly pecking away. It's rewarding though, especially with a fall scene, because you get these nice colors in there. Nice warm colors going. Let's bring a little more yellow ochre into this. Go a little bit away from such redness. Going a little higher in value. But let's lay a stroke of the work of the stuff we're doing now. Actually, I'll add just a hint of white to this. And we'll go back into what we had going on down here and just put the odd stroke in. As you can see, I've laid a bunch of these shapes in here. You know, a little too squiggly, you know. When you lay that on and then you cut into it from the edges, you get rid of that sense of squiggliness. Pretty technical term, eh? A little alizarin crimson and yellow ochre. I don't want to go too light just yet. This brush is getting a little bit frayed. was at the art store today, and I actually should have bought another brush. I didn't think of it. Well, there's always tomorrow. Okay, that's good, that's good. I think I'd like my highest values and highest chroma of oranges and light to be not here. I think a little to the left. Just slightly, somewhere in here maybe. But below it, I don't want to go too bright. I don't want to go alongside this tree trunk making a smooth line, you know. I kind of like to cut into it a little bit. Allow some of these little points to show up here and there. Now I think what I'll do is add a little bit of cadmium orange medium and cad yellow pale to the mix. I'm not going to go with the straight cads and white yet because that's you know, again, like I said, playing all my cards, which I don't want to do right now, not yet. I want to build up to it. I don't want to jump into it. So yes, I'll be using those colors, but I'll be dumbing them down a little bit with yellow ochre, with burnt sienna. That sort of thing. Boy, this orange is very stiff. I think I can add a little bit of white to that. We've got, see right now we do have yellow ochre and cad yellow medium and burnt sienna in the mix. But it's really sticky consistency and it likes to pluck every time I lift the brush. I could add a little oil. I could add a little terps. I'm going to add a little terps. Not much. Just to make it smoother. It's already too smooth. Here. That's getting closer to what we can end up with eventually. Still not playing all my cards though. Okay, let's tone it down again. Actually, let's just throw a little alizarin crimson in there. Really not happy with this brush. I'm gonna grab a smaller one. You know, using a smaller one's fine. You can get into those spots more easily and more accurately. But I don't like the look of it. I don't like the appearance of tiny brush strokes. It's not my cup of tea. And as soon as you get out of these, see, it's almost a little too accurate when you get into these tight spots with a small brush. I know some people don't care. I don't like it personally. No, I'm going to go back to the other brush. I'd rather err on it being a little clumsy looking. A little more, it just gives it a more painterly look. I'd rather err on that side than end up with something that just looks too tidy. I wish I didn't have so much debris. More cad yellow. The good thing is that if I want to highlight later, when I do want to highlight more, I'll just paint right over some areas, just with a few strokes. He says bravely. Hopefully it's just a few strokes. Okay. These trees are still kind of squiggly, but no, that's I'm reserving judgment. How about that? Excuse me. I certainly have days where I'm more steady than I am right now. Yeah, I already know I'm going to go into some areas here with a few lighter strokes. Because I see it like that. But I'd rather not do it wet and wet. Okay. I'll square the camera off a moment here so you can have a better look. A more accurate look. And from a bit of a distance. That's always good. Okay, we're getting that glow in behind those bushes. It's coming nicely. Some of those limbs will go. Some of those, I'll add some limbs, you know, that sort of thing. Let's do the zoomies here so you can see the brushwork a little more clearly. See, there's a bit of that plucking, which is okay. I mean, you know, it's going to be consistently some of that throughout the painting, so I shouldn't worry so much about it. When I sit close to a painting and I'm painting, sometimes that stuff kind of bugs me, and it shouldn't. I should just let it go. In general, on the whole, it allows for a little more of an impressionistic look anyway. So, okay. That's it for the moment. Talk to you soon.